Welcome, everybody, to the Trisbane Show. It's like curtains open, game on. Today, we are talking about rebooting your health and rebooting your reality. There's a lot of changes going on in the world.
Yes, seriously.
I know you feel it, you're hearing about it, and we want to dig into it today. So on that note, welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This has become a regular thing, this at-home episode, episodic. But we might not be at home all that much longer. We don't know for sure.
Yes, so
there are rumblings.
In Austin, Texas, people are going to start opening up tomorrow.
As early as tomorrow.
And in a different way, but still things are shifting. We heard from our hair salon, it's maybe like 2 weeks, and things are starting to change.
Because we go there all the time.
We started having a lot of conversations about how people have been feeling so pent up
Locked
at home,
up.
And it feels like there's just a lot of people are just like, yeah, it's over.
It's over.
And,
I'm out.
And we're saying, no, this is the time, right? Because we've all been sort of at our house and extra careful. This is really the time to have extra awareness because there's still reasons to boost the immune system. There are a lot of reasons to stay strong. And things are still happening, and there still is the summer and the fall where illness seems to come back. So this isn't the time to just feel like, I did my time, I stayed home, I'm so over it. Let's celebrate.
That could be a reaction.
Yeah.
There could be. I've got actually a little story that helps quite clearly depict this scenario. Yeah. Years ago, I heard this story about a masterful gardener. He had an apprentice. He was teaching him how to trim the bushes and trim the trees, and it was this gorgeous garden. It was the garden of the emperor. And this masterful gardener was training this young man, and one of the beautiful trees had to be trimmed. It had big branches that grew really, really tall. And so this...
What kind of tree was it?
It was a shikamasha tree.
Oh, shikamasha?
No, a shikamasha.
Shikamasha
tree.
They're so tall.
They're very slippery, especially at the base. So you have to use these certain ropes around your feet and your arms, and you get yourself up the tree, and then you start to step onto the branches. And this boy had been trained. He'd been training with this masterful gardener for years. And so this boy's job was to go really up high and prune the tree and allow the tree to really breathe but also look beautiful. Okay, so it's a whole art, like trimming a bonsai tree.
What do you mean prune the tree?
Prune, like clean up any of the scruff, the dead branches, the little twigs, that are maybe sucking life force out of the tree. And it really is like a reboot for the tree. So this young man, why do you smirk, young lady? This is a real story.
Just seeing how much you know about gardening that I don't know you know.
I can prune. I can bonsai myself. So, this is such an interesting phenomenon, watching the masterful gardener mindfully train this young man. And he's now way up high, balancing on little twig branches.
The student.
The young man, the apprentice, yeah. And the master's just watching, noticing, looking carefully. Yeah. Now, the boy gets to the very top, completes the task, and starts to descend. And as he's coming down, he's going a little faster. He's like, I'm done. I got this, And all of a sudden, the master starts saying, hey, watch out. Be careful. Watch your step. No, not that one. Be careful. And the young man is like, what's up? Is this crazy old man? Now I'm almost down at the bottom, and he's yelling at me to watch my step. I think he should have been telling me it was way up at the top when the branches were like this big. And he finally gets down to the bottom, and he looks at the old man. He's like, why are you yelling at me when I'm like almost at the bottom of the tree? And the master says, because that was the moment that your awareness slipped the most. When you were up at the top and you were balancing, you were so careful, you were so present, you were so mindful. It was beauty to watch your artistry. And you trimmed the tree perfectly, but you got sloppy on the way down. And that's when I needed to help you stay awake. And I love this analogy, this story, because that's the reality that I've seen my whole life in martial arts. I've seen it in so many areas, and I see it right now with people. We've been locked down. We've been so careful. We've been wearing our masks. We've been washing our hands and like we're kind of feeling like we're down at the bottom of the tree. It's almost over. We can run back out and just be free. And I think freedom, yes, but more mindfulness now. That's my analogy. Take it from me. Take it and run.
Yeah, it's
with it.
when we talked about this story earlier. Yeah, I'd love to hear your comments, read your comments. They say, I'm sure you've heard this, that most car accidents happen like within a mile of your house, because that's when we lack awareness, like just pulling out of your driveway trying to get to the main street. Or you're coming home, oh, you're almost home. We get sleepy. We go on autopilot. So that's what we were saying. This is the time to really make good choices about your health, to be aware of doing your daily practices, doing your rituals, rebooting your health every day, staying extra strong. Not putting anyone down, but in a way to make up for the people who have sort of said, oh, everything's okay, right? So be like extra beautiful, extra healthy, not afraid, never out of fear. Why not have the body as strong as it could be? Why not eat good foods? Why not get enough sleep?
Continue.
Why not do qigong? Why not flush the lymph system? Why not move daily? Right? And then if something like this happens again, which it may, they're saying it will, who knows, you're in an even better place. You're not even in the same place when it happens. And you know what? It's fun. It's fun to have a lifestyle of awareness. It's fun to love the body so much that you take care of it.
This has been the great expedient for many. It's been a wake-up call. There are many levels of that wake-up call, spiritually, socially, right? There's many opportunities we've had. We've been through and continue to go through incredible levels of concern and stress and financial strain. Many of us are experiencing this. Loss of life. I mean, this has been gnarly, and it continues to still have a curve on it. But I love the analogy of that mindfulness as we're coming down, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm very hopeful. I'm very optimistic. I'm very excited. I'm an extrovert, okay? Like, being in the house,
you weren't sure before, but he's sure now.
I'm super positive, right? I've been... Anyway, my point is that I want to integrate back in, not from a place of fear. When the master was saying, be careful, watch out, that wasn't him trying to scare the boy. That was him trying to give the young man a lesson, right? And I want to receive that lesson. Let me continue to stay awake, stay present. I heard somebody say, people are washing their hands now. Why weren't they washing them before? People are boosting their immune system now. Why weren't they boosting it before? And you know what? There have been a lot of people at home that are stressed out, that are worried, that have actually not been taking care of themselves, and they are more immune compromised, and they're going to be out on the street again. And I'm not here judging. I'm just saying it'd be good for all of us to keep ourselves really strong, because that second wave, or just to be that extra strong version of you right now, and that'll get us into the rebooting the reality part of it.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And so what does that mean? Like, so many things can be when you reboot your health, when you detox your energy, when basically we feel that when you clear whatever's in your body that is compromising your health, the body's natural longing, it returns to a balanced, beautiful place. That's what the body wants to do. The only reason it doesn't do it is because there are things in the way. There's blockages. So most of the things that we practice that get rid of fear, get rid of inflammation, pain, stiffness, things that we do so you can sleep better, it's also the body can naturally do what it's so good at doing, which is to heal itself and return to a normalcy. And how does that change your reality? Because we call this episode Rebooting Your Health and Your Reality. There's a couple ways to look at that. For me, when I feel good, I see the world in a totally different way. How about you? When I feel good and I feel happy, when someone says something to me, I assume that they're happy too. I assume it's light and playful. But when I don't feel good, someone can say something to me and I'll be like, what the heck she mean by that? What was that all about? Why'd she say that? right? Judging that because my reality is different. I'm not in that beautiful, healthy, positive place. I feel a big shift before I move to after I move.
You
like
move your body?
Move my body.
Every day.
No, move my nose.
Your house?
When I move my nose.
There's a lot of things you can move
when
around
I
here.
move my makeup
when
box.
you move your makeup box all the way over to the other side of the kitchen sink.
Then I wouldn't say I wake up grumpy at all compared to most people, but the difference in how I feel when I begin my morning movement rituals till I'm done is from feeling pretty darn good to I am invincible and I'm in love with life and I'm so grateful and I feel excited about the day. What changed? My reality changed. Why? Because my physicality changed. I shifted state by flushing the immune system, by activating the lymph system to do what it does, by activating the body to release those happy endorphins. The body did it. I didn't do it. I just did the certain things that helped it to do it.
The mechanism kicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so consistent.
People think that, I'm going to do this thing so I feel better. And I really feel like I'm going to do this thing so that my body can do its thing, this miracle that is built in here that seeks help. It seeks beauty. It seeks balance.
Think about that. You do this thing, and then God takes care of you by getting all the hormones. Like, you can't figure out your hormones. Like, maybe you can go study them, but you can't, go in there and, build them. Okay, sure, you can visualize. You could do all the things, but the cause and the effect is God, right?
That's right.
God digests your food.
Right?
Yeah. God heals your body. God, love, whatever word is beautiful for you, breathes you.
Yeah.
Makes you feel these beautiful feelings because you did your little part, our little part. Say thank you to this temple body that you've been given. Say thank you to the divine. Sabrina calls it full body prayer. It's a prayer. When she's moving, it's her way of saying, thank you, God, for another day to get to be. And yet, how many times do we judge these temple bodies? Do we put things in them that we wouldn't give to a beautiful, innocent baby, right? That we would care for, or our sweet friend. And so, this is a wake-up time. But many of us are waking up. If you see it as such, then you have been changed. Yes? Please share. I'd love to know what shifted for you in your consciousness during this seeming compression, which is just an expedient. It's always love. Doesn't seem like love. Had a teacher once say to me, suffering is grace in disguise. And that does not feel like grace when you're in the middle of it. And I've always said that. But then on the other side of it, you're able to see, but look at the growth. Look at the shift. Look at the expansion of me. Look at the expansion of you right now. Because I know we can look at both sides of the equation. We can say, oh, but there's this, and there's that, and blah, 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 right? But let's just not do that. Let's go pure optimism here, all right? Wow.
Apoctyloptimism.
Apoctyloptimism. That's a new one. Look at the shifts that are, super important to acknowledge, right? Just like brain neurology, what we focus upon expands, those new neural networks are created, and other thought belief systems atrophy. Same with energy. What you focus upon energetically expands. So let's focus right here, right now. It's the reason for this show, okay? The reason that you're here, we're here with you, is to expand the positivity and the connection, right? So what have you shifted? I've done this. I've rebooted my routines.
Yeah, you sure have.
Have I?
Yeah.
I have, right? I've been doing my bouncing and shaking and squeezing and lifting weights, and Sabrina's seen me go crazy.
Yeah, he's really doing almost every day that day 7 from the energy detox and reboot event. I'm going to bounce, tap, squeeze, shake, and flow to another level.
I have been.
You've incorporated that in a way that you had never done that before.
I want to walk the talk more. I want to come out on the other side of this, and I want myself and others to say, what the heck did you do in lockdown? You know what? I built 3 programs. I went live every week with my wife in the Sabrina show. I drove up to the top of these corporate buildings and did rooftop routines and shared them for free with our community. I did all these things. We did coaching programs. We helped people build their websites.
We refinanced the house.
We refinanced the home. I meditated more. Like, all this expansion has happened. I've dreamed bigger.
We took a 3-day virtual boot
Took
camp.
a boot camp to expand my business skill sets. So I know that that's just me focusing on all that is good. Your turn. What is happening for you that you're like, oh my gosh, I love this about myself? Okay, can't wait to read them.
Yeah, like what habit have you picked up that you may not have without this excuse? Good habit of being at home. You know what we were talking about? You do your little part and you think you're doing it, and Tristan mentioned hormones. And here's a really good example of that to make it make a little bit more sense. Like with intermittent fasting, let's say you just delay eating breakfast by 4 hours so that your body has 12 to 14 hours from the last meal the day before till this meal. Well, they say after 12 hours, your body goes into complete healing. So if you wait 14 hours or 16 hours, that's when your hormones start getting more balanced. It's when your body increases testosterone, increases human growth hormone. So you could say, oh, I'm balancing my hormones. No, you just didn't eat breakfast. That's all I didn't do. I just didn't eat breakfast. And the miracle does the rest.
Okay, gang, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's create a flow, a rampage of positivity here. There's a bunch of us here, so together let's do this.
I love
this
all
is
the hearts.
A lot of hearts coming through. We're loving the hearts. Let's continue to share together as a community all that is good. Even if it's just, like, I don't know, I cleaned out my closet.
I started taking a daily walk at night.
Yeah.
I'm spending more time with my kids. Some people never even get to see their spouse because they both work 2 jobs, and now they're actually in the house together.
Boom, Beth. I got back to some of my routines that gotten on track. I've had the opportunity to reconnect with friends that I'd lost contact with. Beautiful. Reconnected with my church and all the wonderful meditations and tools to uplift and grow.
Thank you for sharing.
There you go. Love it. All kinds of goodness coming through here.
When we hear what other people are doing, it sparks ideas in us of things that we can do and inspires us to be more and allow more. And when you share something, it's sort of like putting a commitment on it and helping for me to remind me of how beautiful it is for her.
Gregory's been expanding his computer skills.
Oh, isn't that fun?
I put Lindy up earlier. Lots of healing going on in her life. Yes, we sometimes do intermittent fasting, Gregory. Sabrina kind of lives that, and then every now and then I do it as a fun.
Well, I don't eat before I move in the morning, and I move every morning from like 8:30 to 9:30. By the time I clean up, it's 10. So I don't usually eat anything till 10:30, and that kind of does it. If I ate dinner even at 9 before, then I really always want to get my 12 hours in.
Gregory, we do not do unremitting fasting.
Don't even know what it is.
Debbie says lots of digging in the mental garden and pulling the weeds. Lots of physical activity.
Awesome.
Debbie joined me for multiple rooftop routines. Hoop, hoop.
And Debbie, you made a kind of a big leap in commitment for your business.
Yes.
We're getting ready to do some really awesome things. That's a big, big deal. We're going to jump you forward years.
For real. Sarah says, my husband and I were rebaptized on Easter. Congratulations. That's beautiful.
I watched it.
You did?
Yeah.
Aw. That's so cool. Isn't this amazing, the power of the virtual connection? So, reality. Rebooting health and rebooting reality. I feel like now that we'll see, re-engaging and reintegrating myself back into my everyday life outside of the house, I want to stay awake to what's happened while I've been in recluse. There have been expansions. I want to bring those expansions into my full world, into my full reality. And I know I can do that as I cross over that bridge. I am a new person. We are new people. We have been greatly and deeply impacted by this. Think of the level of gratitude and appreciation we're going to have for just being able to go in a restaurant again, go and hang out with our friends, go swimming in the swimming pool, like all the things that we've been restricted from. Our level of appreciation can be magnanimous, and we could maintain that if we mindfully, as we're coming down the tree, remember to stay present.
Yeah.
So let's do that. That's what's up for me.
I've also seen things that I do, like, yes, I'm going to be very grateful to go to Trader Joe's and not stand outside the store in a line for 40 minutes before I go in. But I also see I don't have to go to the store all the time. It was just sort of a thing that I did. I just go and get two things and go and get two things. And Tristan's even been saying, gosh, you're getting so much more work done. Or you're just here and I can start projects earlier, whereas sometimes I would just, and it's okay to piddle around, but I've actually learned to plan a little bit more about how to get this, and this, so that my schedule and my timing is better, and I'm having fun with more large chunks of time to focus on projects.
So as we, all of us, are moving through this dance of self-isolation, self-care, let's continue to up our game. Don't let it diminish. Like, this has been the catalyst. And even if you're just now getting to the point, because perhaps you've been processing a lot. We've got friends who have been going through a lot right now. Yeah. Losing family members,
we have
divorces.
A student that lost a husband during this time, and they had to do the memorial service through Zoom.
Yeah.
For a spouse. Like, that's...
There's been a lot of that, different shifting. It's just, here we are doing this thing called life. So let's stay connected to this beautiful love, this life force energy. We've been talking about it pretty much every week that we come here. We're always talking about energy. We say energy is everything, right? People say everything's energy, but that's true. Energy is everything. Your connection to that love force, like Sabrina said, moving the body, feeling that connection, and then the joy, right? Feeling that strength, and then the strength of how you handle yourself in all situations. Physical strength becomes mental strength. So
yeah, and the camaraderie that has happened amongst humans, for me, what I see, like when I go to the store and we're all walking around in there in our masks, and so I can't smile with my mouth. I just have to sparkle with my eyes at my friends that work there, and doing some, yes, Sarah's just saying that in a live stream that I did in the Connection Tribe, I talked about how much we could get done in the 5, 7, 10 minute spare times that we have all the time, and how we can do that, especially during lockdown. Look for those times when we're busy at home. But I was saying about the connection of humanity. How rare is it that, like, everyone in your town is kind of going through a very similar thing? Now, I've seen all these Facebook posts, we're all in the same boat. No, we're not. I'm in a rubber raft and you're in a yacht. Yeah, there's always that. But we are all experiencing locked in the house and not being able to see our family. And so there's this kind of camaraderie that I have felt. Maybe it's just me. How about you? Let me know. I feel more of a oneness of having this commonality with every single person that I come into 6 feet contact with.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. I don't want to lose that. I don't want it. It's been a very incredible experience. Even just walking the dogs, we speak to everyone, and everyone is
humans
so
are connecting,
reaching out to us. Yeah, it's like we can't even walk that. It's just not so sweet. Whereas normally it might just be like, hey, or people are on their phone. Now they can't be on their phone because their mouth is covered.
We're going through something together.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You see that with people, brothers in arms, who are going to war. We've been in a war with this virus together, and it bonds people. It brings them closer together. And if we can remember that, let that be the new reality. Don't diss people. Love them. See the God in each human being, whether you like them or not. Still, see...
Sounds like something my mother would say.
See the one. There's a saying I like. This is a great saying. God is in everything. not everything or everyone is in God. But God is in everything. And so if God is in you and love is in you and you're connected to that, then guess what? That's what you're going to see, and that's what you're going to extend. And I feel like the dial was turned up to 11. The dial's been turned up to 11, so that love force is even greater. Let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Let's keep reminding each other we are strong, we are resilient.
And doing the rituals.
Yes. Keep doing the rituals. Keep boosting your immune system. I'm going to keep ramping that up. I asked Sabrina the other day, I said, out of all the programs that we have, because we recently shared our Good Morning, Good Evening Qigong with our entire community, and we released that program at like just a super discount. I said, but you know,
people are loving it too.
It's a beautiful program. I love it. I did it with my friend. We did it with our friend Peter Ragnar. And but there was a program that we did earlier. Was this year?
January.
Yeah, it was January.
Just then.
Gosh, so much has happened since January. And it was my favorite. I mean, they're all really good, but I think we continue to get...
It was your favorite 5-day energy event.
We get better and better each time. And this one, because there was a premonition, was focused on immune system boosting. This is pre-COVID, okay? And then now I'm like, we did it, we bundled it, we shared it just for a little while, and now it's sort of just in our vault. And so we decided to open it up and just extend an incredible opportunity to everybody. And so there's a link that Sabrina has for you. I didn't make a link to share.
It's satorimethod.com.
I always like to
/boost,
extend a good one to you.
BOOST, and it takes 90% off the price. And what we're giving people is all 5 days of the energy detox and reboot event, where they learn all the fundamentals of Qigong, fundamentals of breathing, tapping, bouncing, squeezing, shaking, flowing, microcosmic orbit. And then we're including bonuses, which is how to make a healing chi ball between your hands to use on yourself or your pets. And that day 7, which is the advanced full body success activator that Tristan's been doing in the morning, where he takes all of the modalities and techniques from all 5 days and created them into a routine.
Yes,
and you get a version where he's like talking you through it, and then it's kind of just like the doing you. So it ends up where you have this daily practice to do every day. And we really kind of are offering that so that everyone should be able to afford it. And we actually have people emailing us saying, can I buy this as a gift for my parents? Can I send this as a gift to so-and-so? It's totally cool to do that.
That's where you go get it.
Yeah.
If you're interested.
Check it out. I mean, the page just tells basically everything. It's a $300 program, and you can get it for $47.
If you have recently invested in Good Morning, Good Evening, stick to that program.
Yeah.
That program's awesome. If you want to grab this one now while it's on super discount, just put it in the back and save it. Do the other one first. But if you don't have one of our Qigong programs, or you've been wanting to get your hands on this is really a good time. What'd you say, 90% off?
90% off the total value of the program plus the bonuses. There's one more bonus, which is a guided meditation that helps you tap into your intuition, and it has a brainwave entrainment. So especially if you're new to meditation, that really just sort of sinks you and drops you in. But all 5 days of the training, plus bonus day 6 and 7, incorporate the body moving with the meditation and with the breath. It is completely about rebooting your health and detoxing. If you want a copy, I know a lot of you have it. I think we sold like 40 of them yesterday. People are just like,
people are grabbing them.
Thank you. So I think that we're going to do that until Monday, May 4th. That the coupon code BOOST will work on that page.
Some such great comments you guys share here. Melissa shared this. Most often people are more kind than not. And you see on the news how thoughtful people go so much out of their way. God is amazing. It's so true, and I'm so glad that the news has been sharing more. I feel like they've been up-leveled to share more of the positivity. All of the caretakers, all of the medical marines, if you will, like incredible acts of kindness and service. Like we sit and we watch it and we just cry. Just the stories of love and compassion and kindness. Like this has been such a healing time for our world.
And an equalizer, like we were saying. Even just seeing the newscaster like we were talking about in the pre-show about the newscaster on Good Morning America, that when they removed the lower third banner, he didn't have his pants on with his suit. He only had on shorts. There's an equalizer to that. Everybody's at home trying to figure it out. Even the late night talk shows, like nobody's all fancy schmancy right now. We're all doing the best we can, and we're inside each other's homes when people are broadcasting. Yes. American Idol, they're shipping and setting up equipment in these kids' homes so that they are doing their audition like karaoke. So what an incredible equalizer in that way. And then what I'm excited about moving forward are all the business owners that we help. Things aren't just going to like go back. It's like once reality TV hit, all of those slick TV shows really stopped working. But you don't see so many of those anymore. It's all reality. And I think that the businesses that are delivering their programs live, that are offering free content live, but especially creating programs live and taking groups of people through it like we are and like we teach, that's going to be like the norm. That's going to be the new best you can be. Not making boxes of CDs and DVDs all perfect.
Yeah.
Days are over.
These are good. You guys are sharing so much sweetness here.
Read some.
Sarah says yes. Everyone says hello.
Yeah.
There have been so many. I could put some back on, but this one's beautiful. Beth said, I'm seeing that also. Everyone's being connected and being in this together.
Yeah.
Kobe shared something awesome here. She says, it's amazing to attempt to connect with people in other ways than my go-to smile. My heart has had a chance to leap out ahead of me, and people are really been awakened.
Yeah, I feel that, Kobe. I'm such a smiler. And I have the mask on and I see people and I don't even realize that my smile has always been my, hey, I see you. And now I'm just there, but I know that I'm smiling and I know that they can still feel it in my eyes.
You're just getting over yourself?
This mosquito.
Is that a shoe fly?
Tell them about
Oh. There was so many funny things happening between us. But Sabrina... She had gone outside
for like
briefly,
45 seconds,
if that. She had to make a quick call, and I was working out, and the music was kind of loud. I was rocking! And so she comes back in, and she's like, and I just finished my workout. She's like, the mosquitoes got me.
I mean, welts on my
She gets
arms,
these big
my
bumps,
ankles.
and she's walking around the house, just trying to deal with it. Did you put some cream or something on it?
I lit a citronella candle and sat next to it, like a little campfire.
It's after the fact. You need to be sprayed before you go out there. Anyway, and then she's sitting there, and I don't remember.
No,
I
it
think
was like 3 hours later. We were going
she
to
had
bed.
a little bit of wine, and then she's like,
it was in the bathroom.
there was some blood, I think. Like, he had really had a good nibble. And she's like, why me? And she really meant it like that, like, ay vey, Dios mío, why me?
No, you don't know what happened. So after all of that being eaten up and being in the house for 3 hours, and I know it's not a real problem.
Nothing happened to me.
So I get up from the couch, I go to the bathroom counter that has my old makeup kit that's about to be replaced, and I'm washing my face, and as I look down, there is a mosquito on my arm, taking a chunk right in that second at 11, and I went, why me? And it was just sort of like,
it's not funny. I shouldn't be laughing.
Everyone, like it
was her response.
The whole house, and he's there. And like,
they don't need any of us, just her. That's okay. That was your why me. Okay. Well, I knew it was something fun.
Get that? Like, mosquitoes just love me
because you're so delicious.
Yeah.
If I was a mosquito, I'd bite you. In fact, I'm gonna be a mosquito. Gotta go. All right. So, what's the lesson of the day? Stay present. Stay present as we're coming down this tree of awareness right now. Keep going with your consciousness.
Your rebooting of your rituals and your reality.
And continue to up-level. We don't know about the second waves or any of that stuff. I know that as I integrate back in, I'm going to bring all that love and all that joy. Let's see how long we can maintain that, right? Let's just keep that thing going. And then continue to become that incredibly healthy, strong vibrant version of you. So you look back and go, I know that sucked, but it completely up-leveled my life.
Yep.
And then you know that no matter what comes, I will always use it to grow. I will always use it to love more. I will always use it to be a better version of me.
Yep. Turning the mess into a message.
Boom. Boom, little meme meister.
I have a Facebook group.
You're a meme meister. Yes. Oh, and by the way, you said this last. If you want to connect more with Sabrina during the week, she's got this amazing group called the Connection Tribe. It's only on Facebook, and you have to answer 3 questions to get in. So if you answer the 3 questions, you get to come and play with Sabrina. And she teaches some cool fitness moves, how to make cookies, and business tips, and connection tips. And many of you are already in there.
It's
so you know
actually,
what I'm talking about.
it is. I just attracted, and I just is getting started, the sweetest, smartest group of people. We have so much fun. Even today, there's just like 2 posts that are cracking me up. So if you want to come and play in there.
That was an amazing person you're all amazing, but I just put an amazing person up.
Who?
I'm going to put her up again. Amazing person!
Yes.
Very amazing. So you guys don't know Pat probably, but Pat, you need to know Pat. Pat, oh my gosh, she has been the one responsible for, if you have any of our programs, Pat builds our websites. Pat is a freaking genius. She's all heart. She's an incredible mom, and she's been on our team for years. Mm-hmm. And I could cry. She's so awesome. Thank you, Pat, for all you do for us. Beautiful. All right, y'all. I think that's it. We're gonna have to dance it out a little bit, though.
Thanks for hanging with us live, and thank you guys that are watching the replay. We always come back and read the comments if you're watching on Facebook.
On the book.
Oh, we're gonna do this again.
No, we're gonna do another one. This is a good one. We're not gonna ever, ever, ever what? Give up. Keep moving. Here it is. Don't give up.
Don't give up. Is it the Royal Victory song?
Betcha.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
All right. Hey, Chris, peace up.